Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Bleeding Crypto's 15-minute BTC market update video. It's our daily video that I'm doing as part of my new series. Let me start off with my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am wrong 99.9% of the time. So if you follow me and you use real money, you have a 99.9% chance of losing it all. So do not follow anything I say. This is for entertainment purposes only. All right, guys, today is Wednesday, July 3rd, 6:38 a.m. local time. I just finished my 1 hour market update with my premium Discord group. So I'm going to give you guys, again, just some of the quick run notes. I teach them what to look for. I teach them how to analyze and how to view the market, how to look for validations, invalidations, what are some of the markets that we look for. We go really, really in depth. Here, it's different. Here is just for a quick overview for the day. I'm a day trader, so we're going to look for today's movements. I'm not looking for tomorrow movement with you or a week from now movements. I'm looking for as a day trader. What are the movements that I see coming for today? So let's start with this chart here, and I'm going to do this, guys. All right, so this chart played out. I told you guys that we accomplished our goal. Now we got to see what kind of behavior happens here overnight. Well, overnight, this happened overnight. All right. So what I'm going to do is I want to clean up my chart, and I want to get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, this. I don't need any of this here. This is our new chart. All right. We're going to keep some of the lines of support and resistance, and we're definitely going to keep the bottom of the channel. That's super important. And if you guys want to get a visual of that, remember this one here? This is the other chart that we were used when I identified to you guys the channel and identify that resistance, diagonal resistance. So that's what this is. So this is going to be zoomed in. So what I do is I snap a line at the bottom of where this channel is, and I just mark it here. I just do a little writing here just so you guys know visually. So what I'm expecting as a day trader today, like I told my Discord group already an hour ago, is a bounce. And that's what we're getting. That is what we're getting. That's what we talked about, a bounce. And let me explain to you, well, actually, again, this is not a teaching moment, but I just want to give you some visuals of what I'm looking for. Here's what I'm looking for today. If this is the bottom of the move, I am looking for a lower high. I am still looking. Let me explain something to you guys. I am still looking for $55,800. Now I need to spend a moment talking about that. Some people on Twitter said, nah, or some people send me a DM, you're crazy, it's never gonna go that low. Guys, the data is telling me that. I'm not making up that number. I'm not pulling a number out of a hat. So as an analyst and as a trader who follows my analytic skills, I need to follow the data. I can't afford to have a bias on it. 55,800 is an area where market makers like to go after those big liquidity clusters. Is it a guarantee? Absolutely not. It's not a guarantee. However, I don't know that. I don't have a crystal ball. The only thing I can do is come up with a plan. I'm going to play the bounces like I told you guys yesterday. I don't care up or down. I'm going to play the bounces even if we go all the way to 55,000. And there's going to be an invalidation to that. When is there a reasonable invalidation of not ending completely, but focusing on higher targets? I'll tell you when this happens. Let me go to my other chart here. On the daily time frame, if we can close and open a brand new candle above the 50 EMA and trade higher than that candle. So when we break through here and we close, next candle opens on the daily time frame. The following day, so on the third day, we trade higher. That's when I no longer am looking at 55,800 until we fall below this again. Until we fall. Because all we do is we hit the top of the range, we hit the bottom, we go to the top of the range. We come down to the bottom, we make our way up to the top again. Look, put a bearish market structure, a double top, and what happens? We go to the bottom. So what do I have to assume? Well, I have a target down here. We're losing, we're having a hard time staying above here. Could we go up here? Yes, we can. But until that happens, until we reclaim it, just like we were here, I wasn't bullish on here until we reclaimed the 50. We had a deviation, we fell below it. We back tested it, we dropped. We came below it, we couldn't close, we dropped. We finally, on this big thrust candle, this is almost a $5,000 candle. That's what it took to break above the 50. We closed. We started trading higher. Okay, now I'm going to look at the top of the channel. Look, right to the top of the channel. The top portion. I didn't hit the top exactly, but to the top portion. But more importantly, we hit that resistance. So guys, I'm not an ultra bear and I'm not an ultra bull. I'm a day trader. That's what this channel is for. This channel is to show you that I know how to read with a pretty good accuracy Bitcoin on an hourly time frame for those who want to be day traders. I told you early on, this is not a swing trading or a macro view channel. This is if you want to know what's going to happen for today with a probability, not with a certainty, with a probability, that's what this channel is about. Now, I'm looking for a couple of things. In order to know where I'm looking for my lower high before the next lower low, I need to know that this is the bottom. I don't know if this is the bottom or not. I need to see the behavior. So what I want to look for is I'm going to look from the 15-minute time frame. I look for a certain market structure once we hit that. Now, the market structure yet is not confirmed. However, we are looking good for that move to this lower high area. The first thing I need to see, guys, we need to see acceptance back into the channel. We need to see a break above here, a back test of that, and not break below it. Stay above it. If we can manage to do that, then my lower high rule, this is the bottom of that lower high rule, and then this is the top of that lower high rule. If we can manage that, then I'm looking for a move in here. Now, this move in here is going to, the way I view the market is, this will give us a lower high, and then I'm going to look for another lower low. The next low to the downside. Now, for the next low to the downside, I have to go to the macro view to give me a better view of some of the targets that I'm going to be looking for if we lose that. Well, if we lose that, I am looking for. Let me look for some right here. So here's This is not a very strong support though. So I'm gonna give you two areas to look for. Let me grab these candle bodies. These candle bodies carry more weight than the wicks. So I'm gonna carry this here. So I'm gonna put this here. Okay. But the true support, I believe the true support is gonna be here. It's gonna be here if 55,800 doesn't hold. So as long as I've been following the liquidation clusters on high block. So let me go here. Let me put those on here because we're getting close to them. So I want you guys to be prepared. High block. So it's no surprise. High block, heat, cluster. And I'm going to put it in yellow. Okay. So when we hit these areas usually become pivot points. All right. What I would like to see is because we have this area here of prior support and prior resistance and support is, and this is again just speculating, that we come down on the next lower low. We tag this, but I would like for the candle body of that daily candle to close here. I would like it. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. The market doesn't listen to me. I don't make the rules. But let me explain to you why. Because if we close the candle above prior support, it increases the chances of a pivot because we've met our objective. We've met our objective. Now, this area here has very strong support because there was a shelf here on the daily time frame as resistance, and we broke above it. But here's the flip side to that. See how we broke above it here? We didn't back test it on the daily. I'm going to look right now, but I'm pretty sure we probably back tested on the hourly or on the smaller time frames. But the fact that we didn't back test it on the daily, it has a decent chance of back testing. A decent chance. Now, what I want to do here is I'm going to do this. I want to mark. Let me do a vertical line here, just so I can keep track of it. Let me do a vertical line there. I'm going to put this vertical line in yellow right there. And then I'm going to look at the hourly time frame. 626. 626. I'll go to the hourly. 626. No, wait a minute. What is that? What did I put? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. What did I do here? What date is this? Oh, 226. I don't know why I said 6. February 26th. That's what I wanted to do. February 26th. Now, I don't know if we can go that back. February 26th. There it is. February 26th. Let me go to it. Oh, it does. Okay, good. So here's where we took off. There's a line. Look, we did not back test it. Damn it. Damn it. We didn't back test that. All right. All right. So the fact that we didn't back test it, oh man, does increase the probability that we are going to go back into this. We have a probability of going back into this 52 to $53,000 range. And let me explain let me show you that range. Well, now that we established that, oh well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go close to it. I'm going to put a little bit more precise area here. I'm going to put actually a channel because it's hard to, going back that far, it's very, very difficult, but I do like using candle bodies as my primary shelf. And I'm going to incorporate not all of them, but some of these wicks here. So I think this here gives us a good range of support somewhere inside of here, a support. I don't like the fact that we did not back test that when we took off here. So that's where we took off and we didn't back test it. That was that big that I showed you earlier. So, okay, so we get that out of the way. So yeah, so again, guys, nothing is certainty, guys. These are the tools that I use for years, and they have a good probability, not 100%. So if it does happen, at least you guys were educated on why it happened, and hopefully this holds, and we have a nice pivot. Bare minimum, we have a bounce. And that's why I look at the day-to-day, because the day-to-day gives me the areas for me to make money. Where's my next move going to be? My next move for today is going to be up. I'm thinking up for today. I'm not thinking down for today, unless it's invalidated. What's the invalidation? We close below this low here. The low that we put in overnight at 3 o'clock in the morning, my time, if we close and we open a new candle below here, then that invalidates the up for today. For today, I'm looking for up into the lower high rule. Once the lower high rule closes, we close in here, I expect a downward move for another position. Now, could we invalidate this and close above here? Yeah, we could. We did that the other day. And what happened? We still ended up rolling over. Why? Because on the higher time frames, we put another double top. We put a double top here and we dropped. Market came in and saved it. They put another double top, and look, we finished the entire move, the entire double top move. These are meaningful, guys. These have a meaning. That's why I follow them. That's why I trade off of them. Are they always 100%? No, but they have enough probability that you're going to be on the winning trade more often than you're going to be on a losing trade. That's all that I can do as a trader. That's it. If you're looking for someone who's going to give you a 90% probability, 100% success rate, please follow them and tag me, because I would like to learn from them. I would like to be that. I'm not that good. I would love to be that good. So for today, our move is for the upside into this lower high and then a rollover. We'll have to wait for that rollover. I can't call that rollover today until we know where we end up and how we end up and what market structure we put here on the lower time frames. Once I do that, maybe tomorrow's video is going to be for that. I'm going to be on vacation. I'm leaving today. I'll be back on Sunday or Monday. I'm not quite sure, but I will update you guys. I am still going to update you guys during my vacation. That is how I work. I like to work. I don't really call it work because I love what I do. But I will update you guys. So tomorrow we'll see where we're at. Today's move here. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put, let me hide this. I don't need the indicators. I'm going strictly market strike. This is not a learning video. So I'm going to turn off my indicators and I'm just going to give you an arrow. Today's move is this. Today's move somewhere in here. Again, give me a little bit of slack, guys, and then a lower low. I have to think a lower low because this is a lower high. Lower high is is a downward market structure. Until it's proven otherwise, I have to think lower low. Give you an example. What can change this lower low? Well, we come up here, we put a lower high, then we come here and we put a higher low, and we put a higher high. Guess what? That now shifts the market. Like we did here. Look, just like we did here. We put a lower low, we went in for a lower high. Look, I'm not fucking making this stuff up. Look, here's a high. We didn't make it here. This is what I'm referring here. We went up here, but guess what? We didn't even make it to the lower high roll. We didn't even make it to the lower high roll, and we stopped and we dipped. And what did we do? More likely, we put a continuation roll, and then we put a higher low. We went up. That can happen here. That can happen here. I don't know. That's why I always say that once I reach a goal, I gotta see how the market behaves, because I just don't know. So depending on how the market behaves for that day, on that hour, on that cluster, then I can give myself a probability of what's going to happen next. And that's how that's the life of a day trader. That's why this is not easy. How many people do you follow that do this on a daily basis for day trading Bitcoin, who can follow the moves of Bitcoin on an hourly basis? I don't know too many. I'm one of them. And I'm trying to give you at least the move for today. The move for today is going to be in here. The move for tomorrow may be here, or maybe a couple of days will pass by here, but I don't know. This is just a projection, because this is what a lower high rule does. A lower high rule states that when you put a lower high, you're more likely going to put a lower low until invalidated. And I just gave you what that invalidation would be like. So for today, we'll look at this here. If we break above here and we close, that would invalidate this for now. And then depending on the market structure we put here, I'll talk about that. That might be in tomorrow's update. I don't think this is going to happen. All of this is going to happen in a matter of a few hours. New York just came in online. It's doing what I told my Discord group had a high probability of bouncing, and that's what we're doing. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do now, I put a post on Telegram to hit me up on my Discord for an altcoin. If you guys want me to look at something at an altcoin, so let me go to my general channel, which is free for you guys, and only one person gave me a request for an altcoin, Rune. Okay, I'll take a look at Rune. Let me open up. So you know what? I'm gonna post this. Actually, I'll post this. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and post it in the Telegram channel, so you know what today is. Actually, I'm going to make this a little bit more detailed. I'm going to do this here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to do this. I should just leave it there, but I'm going to give you a little bit more detailed, because this stuff does matter. I'm looking for, actually, you know what? Again, this is not a learning channel. This is just, where is it going today, BC? And that's the difference between my Discord and what's free. Oh, because obviously you guys don't want to learn, or you'd be in my Discord. So that's fair. All right, so let's look at Rune. Let me grab this here. Let me grab Rune, USDT. You got it here. So if you guys want to, all you wanted was Bitcoin, you guys can shut the video off now. If you want to know what my thoughts on Rune. Okay, first thing I see here is a head and shoulder. That's a bearish pattern. So that's not good. So this is very bearish, implies we're going right back down. Now, if we do go down, there are areas here that stand out to me that would be areas of support, that were areas of prior resistance. This is one of them here. So this area here was an area of strong resistance there. Look, it was strong support here, strong resistance here, flipped it into support, fell below it, back tested it. We came close to it, rejected, came right close to it again, rejected, hit it here, rejected, finally broke above it, and look what we did not do. We did not back test it. We did not back test it. Same thing as I did before, guys. I want to look to see what kind of behavior this candle on the weekly time frame. Did we get some sort of bullish market structure that would at least give me a little bit of something to hang on to to keep this from coming all the way back down here, because the probability of back tests are really, really high. So I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to snap a line here. I'm going to snap a vertical line, and I want to see on this thrust here, did we back test? That's October 23rd. I don't think we're going to go back that. October 23rd, 23. I don't know. Let's see. October 23rd. October 23rd. October 23rd. Did we go back that much? Oh, we did. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. So this is the week of that. But what I need to look for, remember, that was a weekly time frame, and we're looking at the back test of this break. So when we broke that, here's the break here. We came right below it. We consolidated here. We came above it, and we came right below it. And this is the thrust. This is the thrust. This is the last point after leaving that. We didn't have a clear. This isn't a clear back test, guys. This kept on dropping below it, getting above it, dropping below it. We didn't have a proper back test. I don't like that. I don't like that. If we would have had a clean back test above here, maybe put in a W, that'd be great. But all we did is continue to fall above and below it with no real clear direction. As a matter of fact, we even put a bearish market top, but we ended up invalidating it here by putting in a higher low. Then we put in a higher high. It wasn't a very strong higher high, so we came back down. We did put a higher low, and we, as you can see, it just kept on going. So for me, when I look at probabilities and I understand the backtest behaviors, I have to assume, I got to stick to the rules, is that we're going to go back to 222. Now, is it a guarantee? No, it's not. Could it go below it? Yeah, it could. But I'm going to say that if we do go to 222, that is going to be an area where I would look for a bounce. Now, apart from that, I want to look at this entire move here from this low and just see if what I can see. And look at what we're at, guys. Look at this. We're literally right on 706. My favorite fib, 706. Why is this my favorite fib? Because a good majority of the time when I put this reload zone, we pivot off of 706. We don't pivot off of 618. We don't pivot off 786. We pivot off of here. Meaning that when we hit here, we consolidate, and this is the area where we turn around. So that's bullish. That has something going for it. But if this fails, we may drop down back to here. And if we drop down to here, the next thing I want to know, if we invalidate this, do we honor 886? Why 886? Because 886 is an institutional level. That's where institutions will step in and say, we believe in this project and we're going to buy it at 88 cents on the dollar. We're going to get an 88% discount. Market makers buy wholesale. They don't buy retail. They don't buy tops. They buy wholesale prices, and wholesale prices are 88 cents on the dollar. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put, there it is, 886. So if this fails, if we invalidate the reload zone, look at that. No coincidence that the prior strong resistance, new support would fall right on 886. See, that's called confluence, guys. I don't make those rules up. It's just I just know how to play them. That's it. No certainty. But if we can get a pivot from here, who's this? Reload, RLZJD. I'm not sure who that is. But if we don't get a bounce here, I'd be looking for this as my next area here. All right, guys. Well, that's it. If you guys want to join my my free Discord group, I put the link in the Telegram channel. I will post this in just a moment once it finishes rendering, and once in a while I will give you guys the opportunity to give me some requests. So if you guys want to request, join my free Telegram, join my free Discord group. In the general channel, which you'll have access to, you can send me messages. You can send me a tag, put @BleedingCrypto, and say, hey, BC, what's going on here? Okay, look at this. Can you look at? You have access to talk to me. You don't have that access on my Telegram channel. You will have it on my free Discord. It doesn't cost you anything. Just like this gentleman just put a tag for a coin, and he got his request. All right, guys, everyone have a really good day, and I'll talk to you guys later.